Good morning, everyone. So today I will explain to you what is accruals and what is the accounting treatment. Accruals are just costs to the company which has been incurred. However, the business hasn't paid for these expenses yet. Question approach, you need to identify the keywords. In most cases, it is in arrears, due, not yet paid, or X amount to. And then you need to spot the year end and any other dates mentioned in the question, and you can draw a timeline and a T account as well. XYZ Limited pays its rent quarterly in arrears. An opening balance has been given to you and you have several payments made. What is the accruals and profit and loss charge at the year end 30th June 2020? If you use a question approach, in arrears and the word due are keywords, and therefore we know we are dealing with accruals. The year end is the 30th June 2020, and we have made several payments during the year. Do note that quarters are worth 3 months and not 4 months. It's good when you start a question that you list what a question has already given you and try to make a link between them. First thing is the year end is the 30th of June 2020, and the start date will be one day after the 30th of June, in this case the 1st of July 2019, because you have to go back 1 year. Payments made in arrears. And to note that the payment for the last quarter has been made after the year end, that is on the 1st of August 2020. P&L charge is any expense that relates to the 1st of July 2019 to the 30th June 2020. Anything which is before or after should not be considered as relevant. Therefore, if you work through a chronological order, you will start for July 19, which is from this batch. Only July 19 is relevant for our year, therefore 1 month, 600 times 1/3 is 200. These payments are all relevant for our year, 720, 900 and 840. They are all during our year. However, for the last payment, the only months relevant are for May and June. Therefore, 2/3 times 1200. The payment was done after the year end, and therefore we need to accrue for these 2 months. The P&L charge will then be the total of these figures, and this total figure will be posted to the profit and loss. It's good that you make a quick check that you always calculate the P&L charge for 12 months and not less or not more. You can use the account to illustrate the answer. You have on your left the rent account and on your right the accruals account. The first thing you need to do is to insert the brought forward given to you, that is 400 in this case. If the brought forward is not given, the accruals figure is to be calculated, and the technique is to think of a year before, that is the year end 30th June 19. At that date, May and June 19 were not paid yet because the payment was made after the year end on the 1st of August 19. This is this batch. Therefore, the accruals would be for 2 months. 2/3 times 600. That explains the 400 figure here. The next step is to reverse the accruals brought forward, and this is done by debiting your accruals by 400 and crediting your rent account by 400. The next step is to record any cash payments. Right here. It is to be noted that the last payment of 1200 was not included because it was paid after the year end on the 1st of August, and our year end is the 30th of June. Now the next step is to post your accruals for your year end. In this case, it is 800 right here. Therefore, you debit the rent account 800 and you credit your accruals by 800. Your P&L charge would then be the balancing figure, and your accruals for your SFP, statement of financial position, will be the carried down figure. A quicker way in the exam, if you want, what you can do is, if you know it is a accrued brought forward figure, then you know it will always be on the right. A carried forward figure for the year end, if you know it is accruals, then it will be on the left, because carried forward and then you brought down the figure here, it would be a credit balance. If it makes sense to you, you can use that technique. So instead of putting accruals, you can put brought down 400, carried down 800. But if you prefer the first method, then which is the real method, then feel free to do so. Therefore, to show that the T accounts give the same answer, your P&L charge is just the same figure as this one. Same for your accruals, 800. The carried forward figure is the same. You can illustrate this by using the timeline. I will focus on the last payment, which was for May, June, and July. This one. And it was worth 1200. There's a cutoff period, the year end 30th June, and therefore what we need to accrue in the accounts are just for May and June, hence 2/3 of 1200. Anything which is after is not relevant to us. This illustrates that working. I hope this tutorial was useful for you, and if you would like to hear more videos like this, then don't forget to let me know in the comment section. Thank you all, and I'll see you next time.